Hello once again everyone and welcome to the Sanctuary. Once again we are playing Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn and continuing the A Realm Reborn Relic grind. I'm KruznikX, the host of the Sanctuary. Last time we finally completed the last of the Novus weapon upgrades. So, before we continue on our journey, let's show them off in my usual particular order. First and foremost, for Paladin, we have the Cortana and Holy Shield Novus. For Monk, we have Sarai. For Warriors, Bravura. Dragoon's Gay Bolg Spear. Bard's Artemis. Oh, wait, not Artemis Bow. Oh, yeah, Artemis Bow. Bard's Artemis Bow. The Black Mage's Stardust Rod. And honestly, this has to be my favorite phase of this entire relic weapon. I'm kind of sad to see it go in the next phase, but the Summoner's Veil of Wii. The Scholar's Omnilex. The White Mage's Thyrus. And last but certainly not least, the Ninja's Yoshimitsu. All in all, we have it was a grind, and I had to spend a fair amount of gil to get a whole bunch of materia. I'm probably going to give this to a fellow FC mate who's also doing a relic grind. I'll probably just give all this materia to Arya, because she's also working on her A Realm, or at least she's working on one of her A Realm Reborn relics. So I might as well give her the materia so that she can go through the aggravation. But anyway, so with all of our Novus weapons intact, is now time, and I totally forgot to switch over to my monk to do that. Not my monk, my paladin to do this. Actually, you know what? Let's just go and do it. So, with all of our Novus weapons completed and obtained, we are now ready to continue with the next phase of the A Realm Reborn Relic grind. In order to do that, we are going to talk to Jalzahn, and seeing as we're equipped with Yoshimitsu Novus, we are good to go. Let us talk to Jalzahn and complete the quest, Soulglazed Relics. Trust you have been keeping well, my friend. As you can doubtless guess, my research into the enhancement of your relic continues. Most recently, I have been delving into the subject of soul attunement. Allow me to explain how it pertains to our endeavor. Through no small amount of effort on your part, your weapon has become host to abundant soul energy. However, it seemed to me that the relic was not as powerful as it should have been. It was plainly not benefiting fully from the energy it held. After conducting some tests, I believe I have identified the problem: the degree of soul attunement. You see, though soul energy permeates your weapon at present, that energy is not attuned to its host. As such, much of it remains latent and untapped. If your weapon is to realize its potential, it must have full access to this energy. Alas, I fear that my expertise alone has not sufficed to find a solution to this problem. Being the person who reforged your weapon, Geralt may well possess the knowledge that is of use to us. However, you will recall that the man hasn't been exactly accommodating my request for assistance. Unless some manner of miracle has come to pass, I doubt that he would be willing to help me now. But you, my friend, you have something of a rapport with Geralt, yes? I believe you stand a far better chance of winning him over to our cause. I would be much obliged if you could speak with him in my stead. Okay. Now to do my Geralt voice, and I need water for this. Oh, good, it stopped raining.
If you're here for your kettle, it ain't ready. Takes time to get the contours just right, you can. You again? Can't a man mend kettles in peace? What in the seven hells do you want this time? Yeah? Advice on how to enhance your relic of build? Well, might be as I can help you. But what's in it for me? Why should I drop me kettle mending just so you can kill things better?
You might learn a trick or two for your kettles?
Much as I hate to admit it, you might be onto something. I've been short on inspiration from me kettle worker late. Fine. I'll hear what Jolzon has to say. You go and tell him to get his ass over here.
Why do I have to be the instant messenger?
Geralt has agreed to help us?
Incredible! I know not what honeyed words you used to convince him, but it seems you are as skilled with your tongue as you are with your weapon. Come, let us waste no time. Alright,
Told you got questions for me, old man.
whoops. I messed up.
I ain't got all day, so be quick about it.
Very well. As you are doubtless aware, with Chris's assistance, I have sought to recreate the mighty arms as wielded by the Zodiac Braves of legend. Thus far, we have succeeded in...
So you want to attune the relic's soul energy to its host, is that right?
Precisely, Master Geralt. Have you any advice to give us regarding this endeavor?
I reckon I do. You need to isolate the energy inside your relic from external influence. You see, soul energy naturally becomes attuned to its host through use. Problem is, being composed of ether, that energy's fickle as sin, gets easily distracted by forces outside the host. For attunement to happen, you need to get rid of them pesky outside forces. You can do this by making your weapon ether-tight. Buggered if I know how, though. You'll have to work that bit out yourself. Any road, once your weapon's ether-tight, you just need to use it as usual. Run around and kill things with it. Over time, the energy ought to become one with its host. After that, I imagine you'll need to undo the, ether tightness, or the newfound power will remain sealed. Isolation! But of course! It is far simpler and...
This is far simpler and more elegant a solution than I had dared to imagine. Now, I believe I can hardly prepare a glaze that will render the relic impassable to ether. However, when will we know that sufficient attunement has been achieved and the glaze is ready to be removed?
You know them Archons from Charlian? They use newfangled goggles that allow the wearer to see traces of ether. We can make something similar, I reckon. Mind you, we don't need nothing near sophisticated. A magnifying glass fitted with lenses that are crafted from ether-sensitive material ought to serve our needs.
Ah, yes! By blending finely ground crystals with glass, it should be possible to create such lens as you describe. A truly inspired idea. You are a genius, Master Geralt.
Praise is nice and all, but it won't slake a man's thirst. If you want to show your admiration, do it with a drink.
But of course, my friend. For your invaluable assistance, I shall distill for you a fiery liquor the likes of which you have never tasted.
Oh, now you're talking. You ain't half bad, old man. Now, it just so happens I've got leftover materials to make our magnifying glass. I'll get to work on it right away. It's ready. With this, you'll be able to check soul attunement levels at a glance. I call it the Zodiac Glass. See that you put it to good use, you hear?
Your skills are beyond compare, Master Geralt. For my part, I shall prepare the coating for Chris's relic anon. When your preparations are in order, come and see me. We shall make your weapon ether tight. I take my leave of you. Alright. I want to start this with Paladin, so I'm gonna... And remember that I do not... Alright, that's... Oh yeah, I need the relic. 1 and 2. There we go. Alright, let's talk to Jalzahn. The gods smile upon our endeavor once more, my friend. I shall entrust the Zodiac Glass to your care, that you may use it to examine soul attunement levels wherever you desire. Should you misplace it, you will need to speak with Geralt's apprentice. Drake is his name, and he will furnish you with a replacement. As for the ether-type coating, I am pleased to say that it is ready. In observance of the fine tradition of naming our creations, it shall be known as Soulglazed. Present to me the relic you wish enhanced, and I shall coat it with a layer of Soulglaze. Thence begins the next stage of our quest to recreate the legendary arms of the Zodiac Blades. It is now possible to upgrade your relic weapon Novus by way of soul glazing. To begin the process, speak with Jalzahn while in possession of the relic you wish to enhance, then select Relic Weapon Novus Soul Glazing. Your relic weapon Novus can now be soul glazed. Speak with Jalzahn to have him apply the coating so that you may begin attuning soul energy to the item by wielding it in battle. Use a Zodiac Glass while equipped with a relic weapon Novus to determine the item's current level of soul attunement. If you happen to misplace your Zodiac Glass, a new one can be obtained from Drake in Hearstmill. Participating in certain duties will accelerate the rate with which soul attunement is achieved. Inquire with other adventurers as to which activities yield the best results. Once you believe soul attunement has been achieved, take your weapon back to Jalzahn in Hearstmill to begin to complete the upgrading process. Remember, soul energy can only attune to weapons which have been soul glazed. If you decide to enhance additional relic weapons, do not forget to first take them to Jalzahn. Okay. Alright, so we're doing Novus Soul Glazing. By soul glazing your relic, I can render it ether tight, thus allowing the soul energy within to fully attune to its host. Without further ado, I shall apply Soul Glaze to your weapon. Now the spot shall be left uncoated. Yes, that should do it. The relic is now completely ether-tight. With your weapon in hand, do that which you do best. Adventure! In due course, the spirit energy it bears shall become fully attuned. Okay, Alright, we're gonna Soulglaze all our relics here. I'm just going to apply it to all the weapons, because then it'll make my job a whole lot easier. Doing each of these is... That was Fire-Eye, now Bravura. Novus, Gabolg. Artemis Bow. I probably should have done this off camera, but while I'm doing the rest of these, we shall be showing each of these enhancements as we go along. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for more. But if you haven't done it yet, hit the follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. If you're watching on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the full A Realm Reborn Relic grind. And click here to watch the first Soulglazed relic when it comes out. See you in a bit.